activities of MMS, and this is Mission and Ministry Sylvester, our very wonderful daily broadcast that brings you all the best of creation. And we are now at the moment streaming this content which I'd like to a study. And for a study, we will need to have assessment. And we would like to thank you all for watching and subscribers who actually have more time to only watch spiritually because I meet people most often spiritually because mobile communication and all that technology or internet or things that we actually communicate with is really obvious that you can only say it's spirit. And if you look at the mystery behind it, it's a whole lot. And this is why we will not fail to thank everyone for their creation. Yes, I cannot throw this away and go carry what does not actually live. Yes, if it's non living, I will see it always as in one place without movement. But this is mobile phone, which is not dead, is alive. Mobile phone is actually a product or a gadget or a spirit that communicate. That is the best intelligence of angels. Thank you. Now, this is what we're talking about, the frozen state of Sequel and it cooling and open air conditional assessment. Now, we're actually doing this. Just watch live right now as I mentioned it. The air is, just look at it, waving. As we can see it live, because there's nothing like having a word without manifestation. So if this is what is available and is working, if the air becomes so available that we need to understand what the air is communicating, then we must make sure we put everything in the best way as to understanding. Whether there's somebody who understands it or not, there must be one who understands. Without that, the air has become what? No friend to what? Our consumption. So at this moment, I want us to look at this closely. This one of the Seco product now, you can see it very big and large. Look at the measurement if I had to consider of my hand. Look at it. All of it. I just want to, so that you look at the length of this, having a mature person like us as an angel, a palm that is wide, large, even that we will still have a portion left to measure. So it means that the Lord has done so wonderfully with the intelligence of all that we have actually gone through. And this we would like to also say, you realize that at the initial stage or state of these very materials, the raw materials that we had put in a manner of what arrangement, in that orderly session, there used to be nothing like having these cracks and shrinks. How we get it? You're looking at it. So this, after a study, we realize that the air condition, the fire, the heat, and all of that, and the pressure exerted on this very product as the best state of its intelligence, very steep as God, like it is closely packed. But due to the fire or heat works and air, it has caused this to become what? Something else. And that is when it has changed the state of raw material to become a humanly created product. How do you get to know that you will need this? Unless you know what type of fire you need and what condition led to what? Changing this to what it is right now. So that when you light it up, it would have a special what? Condition to support whatever you would like to do without smoke. Because all the smoke activities have gone out of it. So it will no longer produce smoke but only flame. But at the moment, what do you see? If you have any comment, you can leave right down below the comment section and I'll attend to you. So we have seen so much what? Designs or patterns that we can say, yes, it's good. Just look at the heavens. Because we're talking about heavenly product, the whole heaven has been covered. And you would wonder how it's really as real before my kingdom. So we did realize that all these activities have been what? Having occurred or occurring, having occurring without knowing, but after leaving it exposed to the very open air or open source conditions, then we realize the most of it, because as it's hardening, it is also take yet another condition or pressures or temperatures to quicken or gently slow the heat process and cooling and hardening. So whilst it's cooling, it is also becoming hard and harder than it is or have been in the fire. One example is when you put metal or metal spring into fire in the smithing system, it will only heat up and become light or as whitish and now sparkle fire back, which is very dangerous. And when it becomes hotter, as you can see it, then you strike a heavy load or hammer on it, then it will begin to expand. So such things have led to what? The expansions and cracks within this. Now, when I break this into particles of what? Size or sizable unit, you will see it become more because one is this. Yes, let me lift it up. You see that I didn't pack it on. It is something that came out the way I put a log in there. It is a very powerful uniform dressed. So you see this soil particle is also here because I tell you, we covered it also with those things that it will cool it. Because when you take it out of the oven or the shuttles or the spacecraft or whatever, we would just want to say that in our architecture, when you take this very product out of it, this is what you see. You have to cover it with this, even though we also covered it during the processing. And after releasing it, you also what? Cool it in a system where you use the dust, a moist dust. Even though you can, at the cooling state, you can use just any dust to do, but how fast it will cool for you is why I use the moisture because it is available. But because you can also do that, you can also sprinkle water over that thing which you want to cool with, so that it will just give you what you need. Once it's become what will not be consumed or what will not burn up. So it's about to just the happen. It's raining. Are we sure? Yes. It's raining live right away. I mentioned it how many seconds ago? Once we look at the heavens, now let's look at the activities. If it's drizzling. Look at the straight particles. Do you see the reflections of rain? Yes. Now check very closely on the screen. Let's see if we can have it large size. So we are able to even capture the large size of the rain or swords. So this is also splitting a sword. It is sword or a number of spiritual swords. So this is able to whip someone, give life or consume or destroy. You know, the flood and all of that. Thank you so much. I can also do this without showing my beauty on the shot. So let's see if I will have something. We have all things working according to the decision of what? Intelligence. So this is why we can see as it rain. So I told you anytime there is what? Light reflection, you see my true imaging or spirit, or the Adamic, or the Christ-like, or the glory of the Lord. How do you need not to see me? Heaven only bears the record of me that I am. So the reflection of the light or the sun will also not fail to give you the best. How we can see clearly what I am. Today I've been in this, the zipping had damaged itself. It means they don't want to join anymore. So this is why when I tell you we separate you from any unclean spirit, it is possible. That's how the Lord made you. You were first originally made alone. So you have to allow situation naturally to happen alone. So that you say, oh, how can I live without someone? It is possible, but we can say, even if Saul had mentioned that it is good you live alone, you live a single life, then you will realize what happened to him later. Yes, he had to become holy as that applies. Because the intelligence of the Spirit will never defile you, but to give you or keep you holy. Thank you. You hear the sound? It's raining. Check it. Listen. So we have some more act over there. We'll have to go. Let's go quickly. Let's go check around it. So our study of nature and study of what we have created, we told you what we observed, the conclusion, and what led to those conclusions. So never try anything that is of fire if you are without intelligence of the fire. Don't try that. That is the conclusion. So for you to say you do it, it means you are mature already and you know how to handle such issues. Thank you very much. We have some undercover. We have to take it off. So this is why I mentioned it, C code, so that it is connected to waters, connected to so many things. The sound and the letter or the alphabet is also a code or a letter that represents something. Very well. So if it's not connected to heavenly things that I do, like will never see heaven, respond. That is a spirit. So this is why Christ said, unless you are born of water and spirit. So the water is this that is coming from heaven to testify of me that I am indeed born of water and spirit. And it's never failed. Let's take a look at the rain again. Because it's sharp as you see it. Is it raining? Yes, it's raining. So in reflection, you can see it live. And the sound. So it's already raining. Now let's take a look at rainbow. I want to tell you, rainbow is up already. Check over there. So do you think the Lord will ever do this without? Look, you don't know. You have no idea how many times we will see rainbow because I mentioned what? Even the code and colors. So you see it. Look at it. Rainbow up there. Let's check if you can see it. It's now appearing. Hey, print your best because we would like to see it. So I'm taking you through the full state of colors. Colors. So look at it as I mentioned of heaven. So you see that heaven is it that testify of my kingdom. Check over there. At the far end, it has opened. You see the rainbow? Who is like unto myself and the Lord? So I'm saying printing. Look at it. Look at the miracle right now. It will print it boldly. So you realize that my rainbow has always been what? In front of my what? My mountains or the particle of solidity. So look at it. I mentioned that it should be printing boldly. Look at it now. Is it printing out boldly? Because you have to see why the Lord alone and his holy angel perform this. And the rainbow has been this, and it has covered a very far distance and having it beginning, starting from my side here. This is why the rainbow has printed large. Would you print again? Large. So it's still printing. Look at that distance. I told you I cannot do this without showing myself. Once I show you myself, you see the kingdom of heaven. I am the kingdom of heaven myself. Because only Spirit bear witness to us that we are. So if we are, then it will not fail to do such things. Even if I have nowhere or place to take a shot of it, we just look at it. I told you what is under covers. So when I came around to say about the heaven, they did not also fail to what? Give us rain. Rain as it is. So it is indeed rain. So what is Spirit testifying of you? Is the Spirit testifying of you that you are the child of God if you only attend church? Or if you only go to churches or you only see those who claim to be what they are not? Let's see if I claim. Is the rainbow not a testimony to what we are? Is the rain not? Is the look at it, the closest of the heavenly glory? Is it not? Is the heavens not open with their lights? Please, let's take a walk. I say it. So when I say one, let it be made known. So it is not failed. So we've done so much as you have seen it. Yes. So much we have to say. So I have a little more here to cover up. So I'll take it up. So these are signs that I actually did. A corners of something like this. You just realize that I've performed a palm of what I did largely as you saw it here. It is like I can just carry this the way it is and send other places or to places. It means I can transfer or migrate this to another place. It means that even in the room, I can prepare what I have prepared outside in that way. Did you get that? So how do you think this will not give you what you need as fire without smoke? So that it produces flame, just the need of the fire. So I did this thing just right now. And we have also what? This connection. Look, so my palm cannot be what it is. Or my spirit arms cannot just look like that. The Lord is grateful and faithful. If you're like him, prove yourself. And we've been working all alone with just a Holy Ghost sword and the whole. So you see it. And we did it all, and it never failed. Thank you so much. We will also come. If there's any delay on YouTube, don't worry, you're surely going to have it. as it is here live, but it will be a very smooth channel over there. Trust me that in that place, you have no breakages or scratch because sometimes broadcasting live, all the activities that involve us. So we are the base again, and we see heat coming up. Look at it, heat coming up at it. I hope you can see that this time around it's no longer smoke as you want to say it, but it's only what emanating what heat as you can see it. Did we not find rainbow right now? So who is the kingdom of heaven to you? Or if spirits are saying that as it's happening unconditionally, did I write condition over there? So the conditional is this, and it is happening in the heaven unconditionally. Thank you so much for your great understanding. Thank you. We'll be right back after this broadcast.